Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. We've got a Region 2 battle between the Mountain Ridge Sentinels and the Copper Hills Grizzlies. Trevor Allen here with you. We'll go ahead and go through the starting lineups. First, for the Copper Hills Grizzlies, they will go this way. They'll go with senior number 13, Ayla Marston. Number 22, a senior, Taylor Johnson. Number 25, also a senior, Fusi Ledger. Number 34, Skyly Barker is also a senior, and Aspen Frazier, number 45. Also in the starting lineup. They are coached by Jake Timpson in his 5th season. For the Sentinels, number 0, Kaylee Montgomery. Number 2, Kaya Newton. Number 3, Jada Jangard. Number 4, Jessica Maynard. And number 11, Kaylin Kill. And Mountain Ridge in the home white. Copper Hills in the road blue. They will go left to right. Mountain Ridge will go right to left as you watch it here. And Mountain Ridge controls the tip with Montgomery. The sophomore into the front court. Now to number 11, that's Kill. She'll go into the paint, put it up, no good. Offensive rebound, put back up and in by Jessica Maynard. And now they put on a full court press. Here's Johnson. Back out to Barker, to Marston. And it looks like Mountain Ridge is in a zone defense. A deep 2 is knocked down by Aspen Frazier, and that ties the game up at 2. Here is Kill over to Maynard. Maynard looked at the dribble handoff. Now she'll give it to Kill. She goes into the paint, puts it up with the left hand. No good. Deflected, out of bounds, and it'll go to Copper Hills. And the Sentinels are coached by Kenzie Newton. She's in her 6th season. And they put on a full court man-to-man. And here's Marston up the front court to Barker. Now to Johnson. She'll kick it out to Marston. She'll skip it over to Barker. Turn down a screen from Frazier. She'll put it up. Contact. And she'll go to the free throw line for 2. The foul is on Jada Jangard, her first. And that's the first team foul on the Sentinels. And that will bring Skyly Barker to the Chick-fil-A free throw line. All free throws for Copper Hills is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. And she'll get another Chick-fil-A free throw. And she gets it to go. Copper Hills now out in front, 4-2. Quickly up the court is Mountain Ridge. Goes into the paint. Kick out to Jangard. She'll step back for a 3. No good. Rebounded by Barker. Skyly will be pressured in the backcourt as Marsden pass fakes. Skips it over to the opposite corner. Is Johnson. Back out to Marsden. Go for a 3. No good. Skyly Barker on the offensive rebound and in. Now it's 6-2. Copper Hills. Newton tried to go to Montgomery, Kaylee Montgomery, and it is deflected out of bounds. He'll stay with Mountain Ridge on the base. Looking at this Mountain Ridge team, not a lot of players on the bench. They have 10 on the roster, and they're very young. Only 1 senior on this team. So that means the future is bright for this Mountain Ridge team. Here's Jangard. Goes inside, and it's poked away. And we have a jump ball as Maynard gets tied up with Barker. And alternating possession will go to the Grizzlies. And Mountain Ridge will not put on a full court press, although they're all meeting them basically at half court. So they're going to trap. Yep, they were looking to blitz. And now here's Frazier. Calmly gets it over to Barker. To Marsden. Back to Barker. Now into the post is Frazier. High post. Now out to Marsden. She'll go into the paint. Find traffic. Blocked away by Maynard. And here come the Sentinels. Here's Kaya Newton. She'll fire for 3. No good. Offensive rebound up and in once again. This time it's Kaylee Montgomery. Both buckets for Mountain Ridge has been off of offensive rebounds. And Ledger, great pass into Barker. She'll put it up and in. I believe that's 6 points for Skyly Barker. We'll fix the score here. And a turnover there for Mountain Ridge. It's now 8-4 with 5:03 to go here in the first quarter. Taylor Johnson into the front court now to Skyly Barker. She'll look for Frazier. Frazier picks up her dribble. Ledger back cuts. Kicks it out to Barker, wide open for three. In and out, no good. And it's rebounded by Montgomery. Goes out ahead. And it's taken away as Jada Jangard gets it poked away. Here's Ledger. Deflected and given back. Kaya Newton now has it. 2-on-2. Montgomery back to Newton. She'll lay it up and in. Kaya Newton, the leading scorer on this Sentinels team. Now it's 8-6 as we approach the 4-minute mark here in the first quarter. Marston go out to Frazier. She'll pump fake to Barker. Now to Johnson in the corner for three. Too short. And rebounded by Marston. No good. Frazier gets rebounded and she puts it up and she's fouled. She'll go back to the Chick-fil-A free throw line. And that'll be on Jessica Maynard. That's her first personal. Second team foul for the Sentinels. Frazier with the free throw, no good. She'll get another Chick-fil-A free throw. That one is up and good. 9-6 is our score. There's Maynard out to Jangard. She'll go baseline, guarded by Ledger. Puts it up and good. It's like a mini floater. And now brings the Sentinels within one. As it's now taken away. Jangard to Montgomery. Go in and blocked by Frazier as she was falling down, but it'll stay with the Sentinels on the base. Jangard to inbound. The junior finds Kill, who's a sophomore. .15 on the shot clock as Montgomery fires a three, no good. And Ledger collects as it's deflected out of bounds by Newton. And a sub for each team will come in. For the Grizzlies will be number 2, Abby Bush. She'll come in for Ledger. And Newton will come out for Mountain Ridge, and Brooklyn Simon will come in. She's the lone senior on this squad. Here's Bush in the corner. She's looking to get trapped. Now Marston left wide open, no good. She leads the team in three-point makes. And the rebound comes to Jangard. Goes into the paint, blocked away by Barker, and they call a foul. So free throws coming for Jada Jangard. So again, the starting lineup for Mountain Ridge: Kaylee Montgomery, a sophomore; Kaya Newton, a junior; Jada Jangard, a junior; Jessica Maynard, a junior; and Kaylin Kill, who's a sophomore. They also have three other sophomores on the bench and another junior. As the free throw, first one is good to tie up the game. Second one is up, and it rolls in. Now Mountain Ridge has the lead back, 10-9 with 2:40 to go here in the opening quarter of Region 2 basketball. Marston kicks out to Frazier for a three, and one goes off the top of the backboard, and that's all it hits, and it is grabbed by Simon. Now to Kill, up and under, Tries to put it off the glass, no good. Simon on the rebound. Jangard, she'll go in, lay it up, no good. And Barker has the board. Now here's Marsden. And a timeout by Jake Timpson. That's a Soccer Post timeout. It's a 30-second timeout, so we'll tell you about Soccer Post. Soccer Post is your local source for all things soccer, located in West Jordan and Pleasant Grove. Soccer Post is here to serve our community and help all athletes perform at their best. From the latest releases to the perfect item for any fan, Soccer Post is the only choice for your soccer needs. Find us online at www.soccerpost.com. 2:12 to go. Mountain Ridge with a 10-9 lead over Copper Hills. The Grizzlies come in with a 13-4 record, 4-0 in region play. They are on an 8-game winning streak. They have not lost since they came back to Utah from a tournament in Florida. Mountain Ridge is on a 1-game losing streak. They lost to Bingham in their only region loss. They have an 11-6 record, 3-1 in region play. Now, when it comes to the RPI, although Mountain Ridge has won 4 of their last 5. So they were on a 4-game winning streak before their loss to Bingham. But number 9 in the 6A RPI for Mountain Ridge, number 1 for Copper Hills. Marsden to Frazier. Frazier poked away from behind, and it'll go off Frazier. Great defense there by Brooklyn Simon. Mountain Ridge will now control possession with exactly 2 minutes to go till the end of the first quarter. Here's Simon. We'll go back to Newton, who checked back in. Corner 3, up and good. That's Jessica Maynard, her 12th 3 of the season. And Mountain Ridge has opened up their biggest lead of the game to this point, 13-9. Here's Frazier. Back to Marsden. Now to Barker. Mountain Ridge back in a man-to-man. Here's Abby Bush for 3. No good. Rebounded. And now poked away as Newton couldn't control it. Here's Marsden back to Bush. Bush now to Marsden. Marsden tries to go short corner to Johnson, and it's taken away by Newton. She comes up into the front court. Newton has 52 steals. She's probably got 3 already in this game, but coming in, she had 52 steals. And that's not even the team leader. Now here's Maynard. Kick out. Jangard for 3, no good. Rebounded by Simon. She'll go up and she's fouled. She'll go to the free throw line.
Number 2, Abby Bush, her first, second foul of the quarter.
And now Coach Timpson wants to talk to Abby Bush during the free throw as Simon hits the first one. Ella Creer will check in for Taylor Johnson. And for the Sentinels, number 5, Ava Blair will come in, as well as Kaylee Montgomery. Free throw rolls out, but she does get the first one, and it's 14-9. With 40 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Here's Parker, wide open 3, got it. Skyly Barker with a Vunami 3-pointer. Vunami, powering local businesses with cutting-edge IT and hosting solutions. Learn more at vunami.com. Go Grizzlies. Here is Blair. She'll go into the paint. Left-hand scoop layup, no good. And fighting for it is Kaylee Montgomery and Ayla Marsden. And it's still on the ground. And they call a jump with 11.2 seconds left in the quarter. It'll stay with Mountain Ridge. As Coach Newton calls out the play. Now here's Newton. Guarded by Creer, goes into the paint, lay it up, and good. Nice speed and poise there by Newton as Marsden throws it up, and it hits nothing but the stands behind the basket at the end of the first quarter. Mountain Ridge with a 16-12 lead. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. Be back with the second quarter after this here on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to Mountain Ridge High School. It's Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Trevor Allen here with you at the end of the first quarter. Mountain Ridge with a 16-12 lead over the Grizzlies. And the Grizzlies start with the second quarter, and another three by Skyly Barker. She hit one at the end of the first quarter. She gets another one here. That's a Vunami three-pointer. Now it's 16-15. Here's Newton. She goes into the paint. Kick out to Maynard. And met there by Barker, by Ella Creer, excuse me. Great defense, meeting her on that dribble drive. And alternating possession will stay with Mountain Ridge. Here's Montgomery to Newton. Elevator screen for Maynard. Now here's Newton. She's pretty quick on that dribble. Kick out. Here's Blair. She'll go in against Johnson. No good. And it was hit. Smart play right there. Oh, they actually called her out of bounds. They actually said that she stepped out of bounds. Kaylin Kill. She tried to hit it out of bounds, or off of a Copper Hills player, but she was already stepping out of bounds. Now here's Marsden. Another three. That's 3 straight triples for Skyly Barker. Coming into this game, she had 22 three-pointers. Now she's got 25. And great, still getting on the floor there by Ella Creer. Goes to Barker, one-on-one, lays it up and in. That's 11 straight points scored by Skyly Barker. And Coach Newton wants a 30-second timeout, as now Copper Hills comes out of the gates on an 8-0 run. Not bad. Skyly Barker catching heat right now. Coming into the game, she has 346 points, averaging 20.3 per game. She also leads the team in rebounding with 108 rebounds. She also has 28 steals. And that's not even counting what's happened on the floor to this point. So coming out of the timeout, Mountain Ridge trying to stop the bleeding. An 8-0 run to start the quarter. And Skyly Barker has scored 9 straight Copper Hills points. Or excuse me, 11. 3 threes and a layup. With 6:40 to go here in the first half. Here's Kill. Now to Blair. Back out to Montgomery. Now Kill with 18 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Newton, kicks out to Blair. She'll go into the paint once again with the left hand, puts it up and in. Nice scoop layup right there by Ava Blair. And now here's Ella Creer. She'll put it up off the glass. Great post move right there by Ella Creer. And Copper Hills extends their lead to 4. Trying to update the score. Maybe. There we go. Apologies. So here's Blair. There's Kill. And probably stepped out of bounds, but she goes to Newton anyway, and it's taken away by Skyly Barker. Backdoor to Taylor Johnson with the left-hand layup, and good. Nice back cut there by Taylor Johnson. And it's now 24-18. And taken away by Creer. Here's Skyly Barker. 1-on-2, she'll go up, create contact, and is fouled by Ava Blair. And she'll go back to the Chick-fil-A free throw line. Copper Hills free throws are brought to you by Chick-fil-A.
Foul is on Sentinels number 5. Her first.
And that's Blair's first personal, first team foul on the Sentinels. And 2 subs coming in for Mountain Ridge after the first free throw. One of them is Jada Jangard. The other one is Brooklyn Simon. And she hits the first free throw. Come in for Blair and Newton. And Newton seems to be nursing an injury. She's got something on her shoulder. Won't speculate, though, as Barker hits the second free throw. Here's Montgomery. Tries to go down into Maynard and overthrows her. Overthrows her intended receiver. Here's Ayla Marsden to Ledger. There's Marsden, spins, tries to find Barker backdoor, but great defense to deny that by Kaylee Montgomery. Here's Barker to Creer. Almost poked away by Montgomery, by Kill. Number 3 on the shot clock. Here's Creer. Got to put it up. Not going to get it, and that's a shot clock violation. Great defense by the Sentinels. As Mountain Ridge will take possession with an 8-point lead with 4:21 to go till halftime. Here's Simon. Back to Jangard. Jangard. Out to Maynard. 18 on the shot clock. Here's Kill. Guarded by Creer. Back out to Maynard. Johnson defending her. Now 8 seconds on the shot clock, and Ledger and Simon are in a battle for it. And another jump ball. That will go to Copper Hills.
Jump ball goes to the Grizzlies.
And looks like Newton is checking back in for Mountain Ridge. And McKinley Stowell, a sophomore, or Stowell. She's also a sophomore as they put on some pressure. Now here's Ledger. No, Skyly Barker. Goes out to Ledger, and we have a foul before the three-pointer. And that's the second personal on Jangard. And Aspen Frazier will check back in. Now here's Skyly Barker. To Ledger. She's looking for Marsden in the post. Nice job fronting the post there by Stowell. And here comes Newton, 1-on-2. And it's kicked away. Good heads-up play there by Johnson to just get them back, to help have her team get back on defense. And a missed opportunity there for Mountain Ridge on a 2-on-1 break. Now here's Newton. There's Stowell. To Newton. She'll go into the post. Jangard looks out to Maynard, 18 on the shot clock. Back inside to Jangard. Guarded by Ledger. fades away, no good. And Frazier's out running. Now she's going to give it to Johnson. Johnson, oh, she had Skyway Barker on the opposite end. Just had to pitch opposite and couldn't get there. Didn't see her. Either way, Copper Hills will set up. Barker trying to look into the post. They're going to front her and have backside help. Now Barker, guarded by Stowell, to Frazier, mid-range jumper, got it. Aspen Frazier. And now it's a 10-point ball game with 2:12 to go till halftime. Now here's Jangard. Pull up. Mid-range no good. Barker on the rebound. And Mountain Ridge is is giving some pressure in the backcourt. Now Frazier has it, guarded by Maynard. She'll dribble handoff to Skyway Barker. Pump fake back out to Ledger with 20 on the shot clock. Johnson to Frazier. Now into the post is Johnson. Picks up her dribble. Not quite an accurate pass, and it's taken away by Newton. She'll go up, and good. With Skyway Barker on her back, she gets it to go. And the other way, Frazier is open until Jangard tries to get a little piggyback ride. That doesn't fly in basketball. But it will be a foul on the base.
Now checking in for the Sentinels, number 5.
Kaylin Kill and Ava Blair will come in. Newton and Jangard will come out, and Jangard just picked up her third foul. And it's poked away once again, and great job by Johnson, basically boxing out Kill from getting that steal. And now Montgomery bumps into Ayla Marsden, and that's a foul.
Number 0, Caitlin first.
And it looks like they're running a diamond and one. Here's Frazier. Interesting defense here as Frazier's left wide open for three. She gets that one to go. She tickles the twine for a Vunami three-pointer, powering local businesses with cutting-edge IT and hosting solutions. Learn more at vunami.com. Go Grizzlies. As Montgomery goes up, and she is blocked, but it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Sentinels as Abby Bush will check back in. With 40 seconds to go until halftime, Skyway Barker will get a breather. Up and under move again by Kill. This time she's fouled by Abby Bush, who just checked in.
Foul number 2, Abby Bush. First, second.
The first free throw is good by Kaylin Kill. The second one is up and good. Here's Ledger. Now kick back out to Ledger. Shot clock is turned off. With 20 seconds. Here's Marsden. Goes base. Goes into the paint. Knocked out. Here's Abby Bush. Frazier pump fakes a three. She's already hit one and then bounces it off Ledger's leg. And they dive on the floor with 9.3 seconds left on the clock. And it'll go to Copper Hills.
The ball goes to the Sentinels.
Or excuse me, to Mountain Ridge.
Yes, sir.
Now with 5 seconds. Here's Kill to Montgomery. She'll hoist it. Bigs off the glass and in. What a shot. In the high post there by Montgomery. Maybe it will give Mountain Ridge a little bit of momentum heading into the break. So at the half, Copper Hills with a 31-24 lead. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. We'll be back in 10 minutes to start the second half here on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back. Start of the second half. Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Trevor Allen here with you. Copper Hills with a 7-point lead, and they have possession. Here's Skyly Barker. Now to Ayla Marsden. Pops up at the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Maynard. As Newton tries to go in, it's deflected and taken away. Marsden to Ledger. Now here's Frazier in the paint. Ledger, toes on the line, but couldn't get it to go anyway, and it'll go back to Mountain Ridge. Copper Hills going right to left as you watch it here, and Mountain Ridge going left to right here on KSLSports.com, the KSL Sports app, and the KSL Plus app. Your online home for championships at the high school level. The exclusive streaming partner of the UHSAA. Backdoor, but it's gathered again here by Newton. She'll go into the paint. She's just so quick with her dribble. I'm very impressed with that. A nice dump down pass. Wide open, Kayla Montgomery. As now Mountain Ridge pulls within 5. Marsden. Short corner to Taylor Johnson. Finds Aspen Frazier again for 3. No good. Barker on the rebound. Marsden wide open for 3. She gets that one to go. Ayla Marsden from downtown. And that's a Vunami three-pointer. Vunami, powering local businesses with cutting-edge IT and hosting solutions. Learn more at vunami.com. Go Grizzlies. Here's Kill. Almost traveled with it. And now Newton goes up, and she is blocked by Skyly Barker. She's been pretty shifty about getting to the rim with Barker on her. That one just didn't go her way. I got to be impressed, though. This Mountain Ridge team is going to be good for the next couple of years. They only have one senior on their team. As Aspen Frazier takes it away. Now here's Johnson. To Marsden. Now to Ledger. Now to Barker, to Johnson. Corner 3, Ledger got it. Another Vunami three-pointer for the Grizzlies. This time from Fusi Ledger. As it's 37-26. Now here's Montgomery, no good. Newton collects it. She'll go in, spin, kick back out to Montgomery, guarded by Marsden. And it's blocked away by Marsden, and now she has the ball on the break. Kicks it ahead to Ledger, beautiful pass and layup and in. Fusi Ledger, great pass there by Ayla Marsden. And Coach Newton wants a timeout. And it's a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 4:57 to go here in the third quarter. Copper Hills with a 13-point lead here on the Rewind Sports Network. Back to Mountain Ridge High School. It's Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Mountain Ridge will have the ball coming out of the timeout. And Copper Hills with a 39-26 lead. Sideline out of bounds. Tries to lob it in. Aspen Frazier, great deflection. Skyly Barker collects. Marsden back to Barker. She'll go in. Lays it up. Easy layup for Skyly Barker. Now it's a 15-point lead. Here's Montgomery. For three, pull up, no good. There by Jangard. Now here's Marsden, down low, puts a great pass to Taylor Johnson. They're just threading this defense right now as Copper Hills, 43-26. Now here's Kill, guarded by Ledger. And it's taken away by Skyley Barker. Kill tries to steal it. Barker to Johnson, now to Frazier. Great ball movement. Skips it over to the corner by Marsden. Got it to go from downtown, and another timeout for Mountain Ridge. And it's a 30-second timeout. We'll still take it with them. That's a Soccer Post timeout. We'll actually keep it right here. I'll tell you about Soccer Post. It is your local source for all things soccer, located in West Jordan and Pleasant Grove. Soccer Post is here to serve our community and help all athletes perform at their best. From the latest releases to the perfect item for any fan, Soccer Post is the only choice for your soccer needs. Find us online at www.soccerpost.com. And then after the game, we will award our ETT Apparel Player of the Game. If you're looking for customized apparel, look no further than Elevated Team Twill. At ETT Apparel, we specialize in embroidery, tackle twill, and hot press techniques for whatever customized apparel you're wanting, whether it's for a team, school, or team business, school, or family. ETT Apparel is your one-stop shop for all of your customer apparel needs. Find us online at www.etapparel.com. Mountain Ridge with the ball coming out of the Soccer Post timeout. Here is Kill with 3.5 to go here in the third. Kick out as Sadie Madsen checks in, and it's taken away. Here's Ledger. There's Barker to Marsden. Now to Ledger. And a foul on number 2, Kaya Newton. It's her first personal, first team foul of the quarter for both teams. Frazier to inbound, go to Ledger. Trying to blitz her in the backcourt. As Madsen comes into the backcourt, Newton takes it, tries to go back to Madsen, and Ledger, great hustle, retrieves the ball, and now the Grizzlies gain possession. Here's Barker into the paint. Goes up, and it's deflected by Kaya Newton. And it'll go out of bounds. It'll stay with Copper Hills. And he puts it up, no good. And we got a jump ball. And now the ball will go back to Mountain Ridge.
Now checking in number 24 for the Grizzlies,
Aspen Frazier will come out. Ella Creer will check in. Here's Newton over to Kill. The blocked by Johnson. And as they tangle for it, Johnson's the last one to touch it there in the corner. And it'll stay with Mountain Ridge. Jada Jangard will check in, and Brooklyn Simon, Newton, and Montgomery will come out. Jangard to Kill. Now to Maynard. Back out to Kill for 3, rolls in and out. And Barker has it with 2 defenders on her. Now Marsden's running the floor. Goes right into the lane, lays it up, and it rolls in. And the lead is now exploded to 22. And stolen away again by Skyley Barker. Now to Marsden. She'll lay it up, and that one goes in. And the Grizzlies are just pulling away with this one, almost doubling up the Sentinels. Of what was a 7-point lead at the end of the first half is now a 24-point lead. Now here's Kill, rolls out. They just can't get a bucket right now. That's Barker with the rebound. But make no mistake, Mountain Ridge could make some noise in the postseason. They'll also have one more trip. They'll end up making a trip over to Copper Hills later in the season. As they try to go to Ella Career, she saves it right to Mountain Ridge. Now here's Madsen. But this is also a really young team as well. As I've mentioned earlier on the broadcast, just one senior on the roster who just shot that is Brooklyn Simon. As now Ayla Marsden goes now to Johnson. She'll back it out. Now to Barker. But as I mentioned, only one senior on this team. The rest are juniors and sophomores. So the future is very bright for Mountain Ridge. Maybe they'll be in Copper Hills' position in the next year or two. Because right now Copper Hills is poised for a 6A title run. As Ledger fires for three, it's too short. Off the side of the iron, and it'll go out of bounds. And it'll go to Mountain Ridge. Bunch of subs coming in. We'll let you know who's in and who's not. Fusi Ledger is in, along with Skylie Barker, Abby Bush, Taylor Johnson, and Ella Creer. And for Mountain Ridge, got Jessica Maynard, Kaylee Montgomery, who has the ball, Ava Blair, as it's taken away. Also, McKinley Stowell. We're all in for the Sentinels with 10 seconds to go here in the third. And great backdoor layup. And a fine there for Abby Bush. And that will do it for the third quarter. At the end of three, it's Copper Hills doubling up Mountain Ridge. We'll be back with the fourth quarter after this here on the Rewind Sports Network. Welcome back to Copper Hills Basketball on the Rewind Sports Network on KSLSports.com. Trevor Allen here with you as we start the fourth quarter of what was a 7-point lead at halftime for Copper Hills. Turned into a 21-2 third quarter in favor of the Grizzlies. Has now made it 52-26. So impressive defense, but also shots were not falling for Mountain Ridge. They had plenty of opportunities, just couldn't get the ball to fall through the hoop. As Copper Hills will begin the fourth quarter with possession, and Sela Ama will check in for the first time tonight. She's joined by Abby Bush, Skylie Barker, Aspen Frazier, and Ella Creer. As Barker goes into the lane and she puts it up and in. Nice little floater there by Skylie Barker. It's now 54-26. Now here's Brooklyn Simon, backdoor. Great find and just couldn't get it to go. It's basically been what the third quarter was for Mountain Ridge. Great looks, just can't get it to fall. Another backdoor, this time to Kaylee Montgomery. She'll left hook, no good. Barker on the rebound. There is a lid on that hoop for Mountain Ridge. Here's Barker, great defense there by Montgomery. Now here's Abby Bush. To Aspen Frazier with 12 on the shot clock. Here's Barker. To Ama, to Creer, kicks out. Frazier open for three. No good, too strong. And it's fought for, loose ball on the floor. And another jump ball. It will go to Mountain Ridge. Now here is Josephine Lombardi. That's a nice last name. As she has it, tries to go across to Ava Blair, and it's taken away. There's Skyly Barker. Kicks out to Amma for three, air ball. Bush saves it, but she steps out of bounds. Now checking in for Copper Hills is Evie Marler. And Kaylin Kill will come in for Mountain Ridge. Josephine Lombardi, as I mentioned, she's a sophomore for Mountain Ridge, part of this youth group. Simon pump fakes a three, guarded by Bush. Now out to Jangard. And it's taken away by Bush. Abby, she'll go to Stella Ama. Now Marler. Bush to Creer. Now to Ama. To Frazier. Pass fake. Dumps down to Creer. Nice pass. Puts it up. Gets to the bucket to go. And is fouled. She'll go to the line for a potential three-point play the old-fashioned way. Nice backdoor. There have been a lot of great backdoor cuts in this game on both sides. Well, coming in is Michaela Staker for Copper Hills. She misses the Chick-fil-A free throw as Ella Creer, as Copper Hills free throws are brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Now here is Maynard, as she is pushed out of bounds by Amma. Ball is on the floor. And that's the second team foul on Copper Hills. Or maybe it's that's actually the first. They update that scoreboard fast. Now here's Montgomery. Lays it up, too strong. Now here's Kill. She'll lay it up. That one's too short. Rebounded by Abby Bush. To Marler, back to Bush. There's Amma. To Bush. She's caught. Tries to go into the paint to Amma, and it's taken away. Here's Jangard. Guarded by Creer. She'll go into the paint. Tries to go up and around her. And Creer, with her body, pushes her towards the baseline and causes the foul. That's the second team foul. And we have a soccer post timeout. And it's a full timeout. We will take it with them. We'll be back after these messages from UCCU. 4:27 to go here in the ball game. As Jada Jangard will go to the free throw line for Mountain Ridge. First one is good. And the second one rolls out. Full court press put on by Mountain Ridge. Here's Amma. As the student section for Mountain Ridge is also the pep band. Bringing the energy during timeouts and during the game. Here's Creer, take it away by Jangard. She looks down the floor, doesn't have anything, and she'll bring it back out. And she'll get a wide open layup. That one goes for Jada Jangard. Trims the deficit to 27. Tries to go inside to Staker. It's on the floor. She fights for it. And coach wants a timeout. And he is granted a timeout. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll still take it with them. It's a soccer post timeout. We'll be back after this. 3:32 to go. Trevor Allen here with you for some Copper Hills basketball on the Rewind Sports Network. Big thank you to Austin Bigelow, who's on the camera. Even though he's a BYU fan, I'll still forgive him. Now here for Copper Hills, checking in is Elise Southworth. As Coach Timpson's starting to empty his bench. Here's Marler. Back to Southworth. Southworth is a junior. And it's out of bounds. Mountain Ridge basketball. Here's Jangard. There's really no emptying the bench for Mountain Ridge. They only have 5 subs. As a three-pointer is hit by McKinley Stowell. That's her 7th three of the year. And Marler gives it back to Staker. She'll go into the paint. No good. Rebounded by Kaylin Kill. Guarded by Creer. She'll step back for 3. Got it! Going on a little bit of a run here. Ball starting to go through the hoop now for Mountain Ridge. As back-to-back triples for the Sentinels. Great backdoor to Creer. Overthrows her, though. Great cut. Pass was a little too high. And coach isn't giving Mountain Ridge any chance. He brings back in his starters. .21 lead with 2:15 to go. Here's Ledger guarding Jangard. Now Montgomery for 3. Short. Looked like it was going to go in from my view. And tripped up is Jangard. And she's holding her wrist, her hand, wrist, in that area. And the foul is on Taylor Johnson. So, but baseline out of bounds, that's only the 3rd team foul on Copper Hills. Now here's Maynard. Spin goes up and is fouled by Aspen Frazier. Questionable call. I think it could go either way. But either way, Maynard goes to the free throw line. Ball goes off the front of the rim. And coach empties his bench again. As the free throw is good, now that the starters are off the floor, it's a 20-point lead. Here's Marler with 1:43 to go. Now to Ama. She goes into the paint. Kicks it out, deflected. And now Southworth kicks it over to Bush. Looked at a 3, but decided to pass it up. She'll now go to Ama with 10 seconds on the shot clock. To Marler. Tries to go into Staker and it's taken away. Here's Jangard. Now one, she can't control the dribble. And that's turned over. Here's Southworth. To Marler. Angle 3, no good. Now we'll go out of bounds. It'll be Mountain Ridge basketball. And I guess this could be Mountain Ridge emptying their bench. Just putting in the 5 bench players that she has on her roster. So that brings McKinley Stowell, Brooklyn Simon, Sadie Madsen, Ava Blair, and Josephine Lombardi. Again, great last name. If you have the last name of one of the greatest head coaches to ever coach in the NFL, I'd wear that last name proudly. You know what else is a great last name? Bigelow. I told Austin that earlier. Pete Allen, I'll say that. You can tell Austin wears that proudly. Should start just calling him Bigelow instead of Austin. There we go. I'll just start being like his high school friends. As the free throw is missed, the second one is good. With 44 seconds to go. Coming in for Copper Hills is Addie Guyman. Now to Southworth. Now to Marler. To Guyman. Tries to go into the post to Staker, and great job defensively there by Blair as she fronted the post. Now goes down into Stowell, and it's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with Mountain Ridge with 15.2 on the clock. So Copper Hills will improve to 14-4, 5-0 in region play. Mountain Ridge will drop to 11-7, 3-2 in region play. I'll tell you who's coming up next for both of them here in 10 seconds. And rolls in is Josephine Lombardi. And that will do it. Final score here from Mountain Ridge High School. The Copper Hills Grizzlies 56, Mountain Ridge 39. As I mentioned, Mountain Ridge will drop to 11-7 on the year, 3-2 in Region 2 play. They will next play Harriman on Thursday, January 30th at 7 p.m. For Copper Hills, they improved to 14-4, 5-0 in Region play. Coming up next for them will be home versus Corner Canyon on Thursday, January 30th. And of course, you'll be able to watch that game here on the Rewind Sports Network. Our player of the game, I think we just got to go with the basic one, the easy one here, and that's Skyly Barker. She was fantastic tonight with steals defensively, getting on the boards, scoring points, and passing the ball. She did it all tonight. And that player of the game is brought to you by ETT Apparel. If you're looking for customized apparel, look no further than Elevated Team Twill at ETT Apparel. We specialize in embroidery, tackle twill, and hot press techniques for whatever customized apparel you're wanting. Whether it's for a team, business, school, or family, ETT Apparel is your one-stop shop for all of your customer apparel needs. Find us online at www.ettapparel.com. Once again, our final score, Copper Hills 56, Mountain Ridge 39. For our cameraman, Austin Bigelow, I'm Trevor Allen, wishing you a good night. And don't forget to check out all the action tomorrow night as we have wall-to-wall high school basketball here on the Rewind Sports Network at KSLsports.com. Good night from Mountain Ridge.